y'all, welcome to a new vlog. If you're new here, I'm Chanina. Hey girl, hey. So it's later in the day. I've been working all day. Work was work. I hope you guys are feeling good, feeling great. I have an opportunity for you ladies out here who have businesses or thinking about going into a small business adventure of, sooner or later. This may be something you're interested in. It's a summit, so it's happening for 2 days, November 15th and the 16th, highlighting food and agriculture, innovation and entrepreneurship. It's called Grow NY Summit. This year, they're doing an in-person and a virtual setup. So in person, if you're in Syracuse, New York, you can go to this event in person for $50. If you're a student, then you can go for $25. But anyone who wants to attend it can access the event for free online. Let me see. There is a code that you have to use. If you're a participant in the summit. So I guess they're looking for participants as well. But so if you want to be a part of it, you actually can get $10 off. For what? I'm not sure, but there is a code. Anyways, I'll let y'all do your own research on that. I'll make sure to put a link down below. Let me see if I can find a nonprofit situation. My sister-in-law, she is launching a nonprofit organization this month, and she's having a launch party sometime in November. So hopefully if the hun is feeling well, then we will be able to go and support her in that. I'm proud of her. She has come a long way. So as far as things that she's dealt with in her life and with her health. So I'm so happy for her. I would love to support a nonprofit. Let's see if I've got a nonprofit, something that hasn't already passed, because we are at the end of October. So I should be getting a new list soon of different opportunities and stuff. Some of these are repeats. You still have time. I mentioned the Nordstrom's grant for nonprofits. So I'll just remind you guys of that. You can apply. The application process actually started on the 1st of October, but you have until the 31st. So if you guys want to check that out, if you have a nonprofit, then I'll make sure that link is down below as well. Just as a reminder. Is there anything else? There is nothing else. I think we've mentioned most of these. Yeah, we did the Tory Burch last time, I believe. The last time I told you guys about anything, we did Tory Burch and Nordstrom's. Let's see. In the Canva for nonprofits, the Canva Pro account, that's still going on. So you guys can go, if you have a nonprofit, you can actually create a free Canva Pro account. The Canva Basic is always free, but to use some of like their graphics and things like that, you have to upgrade to Pro. So if you have a nonprofit, you can go ahead and jump on that and utilize Canva. I think that's it, y'all. I'm going to wait until I get a new list. A lot of these we've done either last month or this month or maybe the month prior. Some of them transition onto the new list just with a different application date. So, yeah. All right, so on the way home, I did go to the store. I went to Wayfield's just to see what they had. I didn't have a budget this time. Not to say that I just had a whole lot of money to spend, because I did not. But I didn't go in there with a set budget. Actually, I didn't plan on going to Wayfield at all. It was just one of them things. I just happened to be passing by it on a delivery route, and it was my last delivery of the day, and I was just like, oh, okay, you know what, let me just pop in here and see what they have. So I'll show y'all what I picked up. And then I ran over to Kroger for some eggs, because we are low on eggs, and I had a coupon. So and I found some good stuff in clearance. All right, so is there any updates with the hubby? No, so we're not going to touch on that. Today's fragrance of the day was this Blushing Bloom. However, I do actually have a new rainbow fragrance that's been sitting over here in the corner for a while now, and I keep forgetting about it. Let me actually, since I'm talking about it, let me actually go ahead and pull it out, child. I keep forgetting that it's over there. I've had this, I guess, when did I get this? It's been a minute. I call myself doing like a collective, like I had an idea of doing like a collective haul of like different things that I buy myself over time, but it takes me so long to buy myself anything. There's really no point, right? So this is literally the only item down there. It is from Rainbow. Let's see. See if you guys can see. I'll just pop up like a little, hold on, let me see something. That might be a little bit better. All right. Anyways, that's going to mess with me if I keep the light on. Okay. Anyway, so it's KLA, and it is a dupe for the... I'm assuming my neighbors across the way are watching some sports. We've had an influx of... I want to say Africans, but that just sounds so, I don't know. I don't know. But we've had an influx of Africans to move in our complex. And it's so cool. They have, it's like their own little community. It's cool. The food be smelling so good, girl. They're always cooking. The food smells so good. They have like a little, I guess what they did to this apartment was make it like somewhat of a community center for them, because I don't think anyone actually lives there. I know there was a time or two where I would see like a closed sign on the back porch door. So I think it's just open, and then everybody, you know, can come and hang out or whatnot in their community. So anyways, but yeah, this is supposed to be a dupe, or it's giving it's a dupe. I'm trying to find the name. K Ali, that's what it is. So K Ali fragrances, you normally can find those at like Sephora. It even says Huda Beauty, girl, and I guess they have a dupe. Oh, this is it right here on Temu for $12. Okay, but I paid $4.99. The rainbow that I went to, I didn't see the 3 for $10 sign. I really wasn't in there to buy anything. I was just kind of stretching my legs from a long trip I did. And I was just walking around. So this is the bottle. And if y'all are familiar with the K Ali bottles, it is very similar. Very similar. I just wish it had like the notes and stuff on here. It just says for the notes, it says top notes, vanilla orchid. Oh, well, just say top notes, vanilla orchid, brown sugar, and jasmine. Now y'all know how I feel about jasmine fragrances. Anything with jasmine in it, if it's like the first thing that I can smell and it's really strong, then it's a no for me. Okay. This smells more like the brown sugar, honestly. I smelled that before anything. I don't even really smell the jasmine, honestly. It just smells like the brown sugar and the vanilla orchid. I mean, I could be tripping. Maybe on the dry down, I'll get a little bit of jasmine, but I don't care if I don't smell it, because like I said, I'm not a huge fan of jasmine. But this smells really, really good, y'all. Don't be sleeping on those rainbow fragrances, okay? Rainbow. Don't. Oh, did I get this? There go the receipt. Girl, what a date at? Oh, yeah. So it's been a minute. Anyway, $4.99. I went on ahead and paid the $5. I don't know if they were running the 3 for $10. They didn't have the sign up. Oh, why did I put this back in the bag? They didn't have the sign that these were 3 for $10 like they normally do. So I don't know if that's still a thing or not. And I didn't really care anyway, because the other fragrances that they had, I wasn't really feeling them. And then there was some that didn't have a tester to it. So of course you don't want to open the box just to see what it smelled like. The bottles look cute on the packaging though, but I didn't get a chance to smell them. Anyway, so that's my new fragrance. The one I'm wearing today, I think I showed y'all, is this Blushing Bloom. I got this from Rainbow early this summer. And it smells good. As you can see, I definitely use it. I definitely use it. I have a couple other fragrances over here too from Rainbow. They don't last worth a darn. Like they don't last all day, but you know, they smell good and they last long enough for me, you know. So let me show y'all what I went ahead and picked up from Wayfield. Alright, let me grab these bags. The other day I went to the Dollar Tree and I forget what I got. I think I got something to clean the bathtub with. Anyways, also saw these. They were an impulse buy. This is probably about 2 weeks ago, girl. This has been just sitting here. Okay, so impulse buy. I got these for Olivia because she spends a lot of time online. Okay, and I'm trying to lessen her computer time and her social media, all that stuff, right? Because she's consumed with that most of her time when she's home. I'm trying to get her in the books. She'll start reading the book, she'll put it down, and then it'll just sit and collect dust for a while, and then eventually she'll pick it up again. She has her favorite books that she likes to read, but they're like comic book style, and I'm trying to get her to read other types of books. So girl, it's a work in progress still. She's a bright girl though, which is crazy because she's really, really smart, but she just doesn't care. She doesn't like reading. Crazy, right? Anyway, so I got her these puzzles to keep her occupied, especially over the holiday break for Thanksgiving. All that's going to be coming up soon. So this is just something she can do, girl. We could sit down and do it together. I thought these were cute. This one more so for just because we like food, and I didn't like the other ones that they had. But this one, I thought this would be cute. Once she's done, we can maybe frame it and put it in her room. I don't know. But anyway, random thoughts as I'm grabbing bags here. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to have to, of course, separate this. So I'll just go ahead and show it to you now. It's in a bag by itself. And let's see. Bag of lead quarters, they were on sale for 79 cents a pound, so it's 10-pound bag, $7.90. Not bad. So got that. Got the eggs from Crow. So I did the 18 count because the coupon that I had was 65 cents off, but it was for the 18 count, girl. And the 18 count right now at my Crow is $4 and some change. Too much for eggs, but I digress. So got that. Don't mind my kitchen. Leftover from last night. Hamburgers and french fries is what was dinner. I had some like 5 hamburger patties that's been sitting in the freezer forever and a day, girl. And they were still in the big old box that it come in. And I just had to go ahead and get it out. All right. They had a lot of these manicotti pastas. I've never purchased these ever. I don't even think I've ever had pasta that had manicotti noodles. I don't know, but I didn't care because, girl, guess how much this was? Hold on, where the thing at? 22 cents. Okay, original price $2.23. Best if used by July 17th of 2026. Isn't that nuts? They must have had a boatload, like an overload of manicotti noodles, because I mean there was so many on the shelf, but I'm like, girl, I'm not about to get all this, but I'll get 4 though. We'll get $1 worth. We'll get $1 worth of manicotti and I'll figure out what to do with it. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it in its box. I'm not gonna take it out because I don't have a container for manicotti, because that's not a pasta that I typically buy. So, or not a box, a container. is what I meant to say. Of course, got some panty liners. And Olivia wanted this fruit pie. It was 75 cents, so got that. So that was it from Kroger. From Wayfield, we're out of aluminum foil, so I got that while I was there. Got some Ziploc freezer bag, or well, Simply Done freezer bags. Work just fine. Almost out of garlic powder, and the top is broken, so it's like hard and stuff. Got that. Been looking for this at the Dollar Tree, but girl, these go fast at the Dollar Tree, okay? I love using the complete seasoning, so they had it, got it. And the minced garlic in the Badia brand at Wayfield is fairly cheap. It's only $1.60 something, so not bad. I don't go through this really fast anyway, so I don't mind getting the smaller jars. Alrighty. Okay, so quick sale on the meat. This is actually the first time I've ever seen reduced quick sale meat that was still there in the later part of the day. Normally this stuff get gone quick at Wayfield, okay? You basically got to go in the morning. Same thing with the Kroger that I normally go to. In the morning time is the best time to go to catch the markdown stuff, because by the end of the day, girl, it's gone. But I'm surprised they had any of this. They must have just put it out. All right, so I haven't bought steak in forever. Steak is expensive, but I went ahead and got it. This has been marked down to $6.78. Original price $10.55. So it's gonna go in the freezer. This one was $6.29. There's 3 of us, so I had to get 2 packs. I couldn't just get one, and then somebody will be left out of a steak, right? $6.29 for that boneless New York strip steak. And then I picked this up. This was the only good looking pack that they had of these, and this is just some rib tips, so some pork rib tips. The special was $4.89. The other pack that they had was a little bit more on the browner side, and girl, that's gonna be a no for me. So I went ahead and got this just to put in the freezer. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with any of this meat as a dinner option, but we'll figure it out sooner or later. Alright, y'all, it's the next day. I just dropped off my last order of the day. It's about to be 2 o'clock, but man, I'm riding through this neighborhood. I'm in this neighborhood all the time, and believe it or not, this was the neighborhood that I expected to go all out for Christmas. But girl, they're going all out for Halloween. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gonna see here in a little bit. I've never seen this much effort into Halloween decorations ever in my life. Like, y'all, they are going all out in this neighborhood. I don't know if y'all can see, but they've got big old tall skeleton. Like, it's all kind of stuff, child. Over here to the left, y'all see this? Crazy, right? Let me turn y'all around so y'all can see. Hold on. Look at that. Isn't that nuts? That is so cool. Cool, but you know, cool creative wise. And then look at this one down here. Alright. Let me make sure ain't no cars behind me. But yeah, y'all see that? Look at that. They got skeletons and everything coming out the ground. Girl, they got the scarecrow. What is that? Jeepers Creepers? They got Jeepers Creepers over there. Girl. Interesting. Wow. Look at that one. I was doing a delivery the other day, and they had a big old skeleton in the front yard that talked every time you drove past it. It would just, or walk past it or whatever. I guess when you went past it, it triggered the sensor and it would just start talking. Wow. So now that I've dropped that order off, I'm on my way to the laundromat. I've got our clothes here so that I can do the laundry. I need to stop and get some liquid laundry detergent though. I didn't have the best of luck with the pods at the laundromat last week. I should have just put them inside of the washer with the clothes instead of putting them in the washer compartments. The water shoots it down into the washer, so I thought it would be okay, but they didn't disintegrate, so therefore the clothes were like half washed. So we're not doing that today. I'm gonna get some liquid Arm & Hammer. It's buy one get one free at Kroger. And then I'm not really sure what's gonna happen after I leave the laundromat. I actually need to get some Comet and some tea light candles. I was inside Family Dollar last night on the way home from picking up my husband from work, and I had to stop in there. Dollar Tree was closed, so I went in there, and their candle lights, it was a 30 pack for $4, and I was like, girl, no ma'am, not these little bitty thin tea light candles. So I ended up not getting them, but I do need some, so I might pop into the Dollar Tree just to grab that, and then that's it. Oh, and some Comet if they have some in stock. So I did try. Remember I was telling you guys that my husband kind of mixed up his doses a little bit? Well, right after that next day, actually I'm lying, that same day I went to Dollar Tree and I bought a pill organizer. I bought the one that has AM and PM on it. I typically buy the one that has morning, midday, and night, but he doesn't do a midday dose anymore. So I got the AM and PM. So the night before, or the morning before last, I discovered that although I had separated everything for him and, you know, made it really, really easy for him not to get it confused, he still ended up getting it confused. So I told him about it. I said, hey, just pay attention, you know, not pay attention, but be more careful of making sure you're doing the AM at AM and the PM at PM, because you don't want to mix your meds around, you know. And he was just like, okay. Well, then the next day I discovered that the AM that he didn't, the AM that he didn't take the day that I realized he took the PM for the AM, he never even took the AM. And then that next day, he didn't take the AM or the PM. So when I asked him about it, I was like, hey, did you take your medicine? And he's like, yeah. And I said, well, did you take it straight from the bottle? And he was like, yeah. And I said, well, why? I said, I made it like really easy for you not to mix it up. All you got to do is just make sure you take the AM at the AM and the PM at the PM. So his excuse was, when I told him that he had mixed it up, he just was just like, whatever, forget about it, I'll just do it out the bottle. Which I'm like, wow, okay. So I just said okay, you guys, because to me it was straightforward. I mean, it was as simple as it was gonna get. All he has to do is just make sure he's taking the AM and the AM and the PM and the PM. But instead of making the effort to do that, he just doesn't want to do it at all. So I was just like, okay, because at this point, I think I'm over getting upset. I think I'm over getting frustrated. I'm just kind of just, I feel myself kind of becoming numb to everything, because what I'm realizing is every single time that I've tried to make things easier for my husband and give him an out or a simple way of doing it that's less stressful but effective, he sabotages it, dismisses it, doesn't give any effort, and is just done with it, right? That's become a pattern, you know? So I don't know what to do with that other than to just not do anything at all. So I just put all the pills that I had separated, I put them back in the bottle, and I put the pill organizer in the drawer, and I left it alone. So I haven't even been asking him if he's taking his pills or not, because you guys, I can't, he's not a baby, you know what I'm saying? And it's gotten to the point where it's like, I don't want to feel like I've got to give you your medicine to make sure you're taking your medicine when it's right there in your face. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's not helpless. You get what I'm saying, you guys? And I'm not trying to be a bitch about it, but it's like, he's not helpless. And I'm already taking on so many more responsibilities. The last thing that I want to think about is having to hand my husband some medicine that's literally sitting right in his face. All he has to do is get up and grab it off the table. That was, you get, I'm sorry, this is frustrated wife talking right now, okay? So I've just gotten numb to it. You know, at this point, this is about to sound so mean what I'm about to say, but it's just so real. At this point, it's come down to, how do you want me to just, how do you want to be buried or cremated? Because what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we really doing here? You know, and that's where we are with that, you guys, as far as his medications. I still haven't found a doctor. I figured out why I haven't found a doctor. So finding a doctor isn't the issue. It's finding a doctor that accepts his insurance is what's been the issue. Because I've gone through the whole routine of making appointments only to find out at the end of the phone call that they don't even accept his insurance. And right now, we can't really afford any out-of-pocket visits, right? At Piedmont, they were talking about the visit was going to be $175 for a follow-up. And I'm thinking to myself, this man been working at the same job since before Olivia was born, been paying medical insurance all this time, and you telling me that after paying into having medical coverage that it's this complicated to find a hospital or a doctor's office that accepts the insurance? Like, it's just, it's becoming so bizarre to me, y'all. Like, it really is. It's becoming so bizarre to me. And I'm trying to maintain and keep my cool, but it's like, you know, I feel like at this point, like, even though I'm able to manage things and stuff like that, I kind of feel like the universe is just wants me to kind of snap. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just crazy on how things are happening. Anyways, on to another subject. I'm not voting this year, you guys, or in this election rather. I have come to a decision last night that I was not going to be voting in this election. I have a laundry list of reasons, but the main reason is because I don't put my faith in man. No matter who they put in office, God has the last word at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like how this election is going. I feel like one party is playing in the people's faces while doing smear campaign. Like, it's just all over the place. And then I thought, this is what was funny. I mean, and I'm just being honest, y'all. The other night, y'all know, Kamala had Kamala had a rally in Houston with the impression that Beyonce was going to perform. I knew she wasn't performing. When has Beyonce ever given any free concerts, first of all? And when have we ever heard her talk about anything? So she's like, I'm sorry. I did used to be a fan of Beyonce back in the day. Because me and Beyonce are the same age. So back in the day, Destiny Child, all that, a lot of her songs were a bop. When I listen to the lyrics now, I feel like maybe the lyrics were a little bit too grown for a lot of the young girls that they were appealing to, or trying to appeal to, whatever. That's neither here nor there. I digress. They played in the people's face, y'all. They got y'all to go to this lady's rally thinking that Beyonce was going to perform. Her and Kelly came up, spoke for a few minutes, and they was out. And that was the end of that. Like, I wasn't surprised at all. I don't know why anybody else just assumed that they were going to get a free concert out of this lady. She's about her bag. I don't think they could even offer her enough money to even do a concert in her hometown, right? She's too big of a superstar, so yeah. After that, I did watch, so I was over that. I watched a little bit of the rally, but it was just a lot of, girl, anyways, my head, every time I listen to this lady talk, it's like my brain turning into scrambled eggs. I can't. She's exhausting. I'm sorry. I know this is just my unpopular opinion. I know that a lot of you guys are going to go vote for her. To each his own. Do what's best for your family. I'm not swaying you either way. I don't care. I'm just telling y'all how I feel. When I listen to this lady talk, I'm exhausted, and I feel like I lost some brain cells. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. I did watch I watched the first hour. I gotta continue to watch it. It's a 3-hour interview with Donald Trump, and I'm not gonna lie, it was interesting. It's just that when they dropped it, I was already exhausted from watching the first part of the rally, and I ended up going to sleep. So I'm gonna go back and watch it. I have been seeing clips and stuff of it from other channels that I watch, and it seems like it was a pretty interesting conversation, one that I will continue to check out, but I'm not going to vote for either party, right? And that's just that on that. Number one reason is because my full faith is into the Lord Jesus Christ, and that's it. That's all. Here's what we got in the clearance section today. Bunch of beef sticks, seasonings,